Ash, you must teach her. And Ash is like, what? I know less than her.
I can't teach a baby how to cry.
I learned what a Hitmontop was an hour ago.
You're lucky I know how to wipe my own ass.
I couldn't pour water out of a boot with instructions on the heel. It's hot here inside and outside of this podcast, because inside it, we're talking about an episode where the characters, they're real warm. And also, outside of the podcast, it's really warm because there's a lot of heat going on in Canada right now, and it sucks, and I hate it. Welcome back to the podcast, Kill A Delibird, where we talk Pokemon. People, we're watching some episodes, we're gonna yell about some things, and then I'm gonna go eat food at probably like 9 p.m. because my eating schedule is all messed up. I'm Kellan, I play Pokemon. Graham doesn't. Graham, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Kellan. A little bit surprised. We're going to kick off this podcast by talking about the weather. That's what everybody wants to do. A little surprised you said it's hot.
Small talk.
How hot is it?
How hot is it? It's freaking, what is it? I mean, it's 24 out right now, but it's humid as well.
That's not hot.
It's been very humid.
24 isn't hot.
But the humid, man.
Okay,
the humidity.
Okay. It's
freaking humid.
It's 24 here also.
It's a wet heat, and it's gross.
I didn't consider that hot, but that's cool. That's all right.
Yeah.
But we got AC, so I don't notice anything. Yeah.
But I was outside today, and it's hot.
Oh, you're outside. Okay.
Hot outside.
It was like, we had like a stretch where it was like 37.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking wild.
Yeah. Yep. It's all gross.
For Fahrenheiters, 37, I think is like 101. Something like that.
It is 98.
Oh, shit. I was so close.
98.6. Nice body temperature, I think.
Yeah. I guess so, yeah. That makes sense.
Well,
that's the weather.
Yeah.
I 100%ed Super Mario Wonder.
Very good.
Very fun game. That final level is really hard.
It's rough. It's tough.
It took me a long time. A lot of tries.
Yeah, it took me a couple hours, I think.
I think it took me like 4 or 5. That's crazy. Eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a long time.
You should get better at 2D platformers.
I mean, I'm all right, but I'm slowing down, Kellan. I'm an old platforming man now. And also I don't mind. I'm comfortable with my skill level. But
I'm not. You have to get better. I can't associate myself with a bad 2D platformer. I already do that with Doug, so.
Is he bad at 2D
That's the
platformers?
He claims he's really good at 2D platformers, but everyone tells him he's shit at 2D platformers.
I mean, I'd probably fall into that. Well, average on what spectrum? I think if it's
I don't know.
Because I think if you're talking about like all the people on Earth, I'm like really good at 2D platform. But I think for people who play a lot of 2D platformers, I'm kind of bad. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But like if you pull just a random person off the street, odds are I'm better than them.
Well, yeah. I mean, it depends on...
So I'm pretty good.
Like interest,
I
would say.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to count people that have never played a 2D platformer.
Okay, but like if you talk about like
care.
who someone is good at hockey, like are they only good at hockey if they're like in the NHL and everybody else sucks?
Sure.
But what about my friend who plays all this rec league stuff? I would say he's really good at hockey, but he's
fucking horrible because he's not in the NHL.
No. I think this is unrealistic expectations for skills that you're setting.
I don't know
for everything. How could you ever live with yourself?
I don't.
It sounds difficult.
Yeah, I do that every day.
Well, shout us out in the comments. How do you think about yourself in contrast with others in competitive
What's your self-esteem like?
Yeah, what's your self-esteem like when it comes to 2D platformers?
Anyway.
I've beaten Mega Man 3. Have you?
No. Congratulations.
Thank
I never
you.
played it.
No. So
I 100% at Donkey Kong Country 2, and that shit's insane. So
that's a hard game. Yeah.
That's fucking bonkers. Oh my god. I hate that. I hate it. Animal Antics can suck my goddamn ass. Fuck that level.
Wow. Let's get some fan art of Donkey Kong level sucking Kellan's ass.
Nope, we're not going to put that one on the list.
I don't even know how that would work.
Noctowl penis is the line. We don't go past that.
I love thinking about how Noctowl probably hypnotizes people to think he's just so hung.
I thought you were just going to say, I love thinking about Noctowl's huge dick.
No, I kept talking.
Yeah.
I didn't end it there.
You should have.
I mean, I kind of do as part of thinking about him doing that. His dick is a part of that whole setup. So
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Well, why don't you tell us what episodes we're covering this week, Kellan?
Today, we're looking at episode 168, Two Hits and a Miss, or Japanese, Capoeira versus Fushigadani, hand-to-hand showdown, followed by episode 169, A Hot Water Battle, or in Japanese, The Three of the Jungle, Battle of the Hot Springs.
Oh, okay. So, first episode has a living top fighting long-legged Bruce Lee, and the second episode has a monkey that steals a beach ball. Now, in the second episode, the monkey...
Yeah, that's it, everybody. Well, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, okay. So the monkey that steals the beach ball is known as Aipom, right? And Aipoms are monkeys, but they have, like, hands on the end of their tails, right? That's what it looks like to me, anyways. Are they functional hands?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the fingers are meant to work.
So I was thinking, like, what else could you have on the end of a tail? And what kind of dark or light fates could this provide the owner of such tail? So I actually have two lists this week, Kellan.
Oh, goodness.
A bottom 5 and a top 5. So the worst and best things to have on the end of your tail.
I like it.
All right.
I like it. Let's bounce back and forth. Give me
you want to
fifth
bounce?
best,
Okay.
fifth worst.
Okay. Fifth best is a fly swatter. That'd be handy.
Ooh.
No flies getting near you. Boom, 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 boom. A little bit limited, but pretty good. Pretty functional.
I agree.
Yeah.
Number 5, worst.
A penis. It'd be really hard to cover that thing up, right?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta wear, like, underwear on the end of your tail. Like, are you freaking people out? I don't know. It's just awkward.
Just throw a sock on it.
The whole concept is just haunting a little bit.
Yeah. Does it come with the testicles?
Nope. Just shaft. No balls, all shaft.
That makes it easier to hide, I would say.
Really? It's the balls that are the hard part?
I would think so.
You would think so. You haven't tested
Creates
this out.
a different shape.
That's true. Like, as to
whatever.
what people think of as the genital silhouette.
Exactly.
Right.
Number 4, best.
Number 4, best, a flashlight. That'd be practical.
Yeah,
if you're somewhere dark. And if you're not, it wouldn't. That's what flashlights do.
But that's fine, because they're not meant for light places. So, get fucked, flashlights. Number 4, worst.
A copy of Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 on DVD. That's just on the end of your tail.
Cinematic masterpiece. It's so handy. Take it with you wherever.
I heard a friend of the show, Nolan, is a huge fan of that.
It's his favorite movie.
It's his favorite movie.
Favorite film. Yeah.
Now,
he calls it a film. He calls it cinema.
I don't even know if you could play the movie because it's on your tail, like the DVD is. So how would you even get it in the DVD player? I don't know.
Very careful.
It'd be difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 3, best.
It's a taco that just grows its own ground beef. It's a perpetual ground beef creating tail, and it's like already seasoned.
I was about to say,
it's pretty good.
I would love to be able to grow my own ground beef, but that's just a pasture.
But this just like happens all day. You're just sitting there, and it's oozing out of your tail.
Perpetual ground beef. That does sound lovely.
Yeah. Well, kind of gross, but kind of lovely. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 3, worst.
Okay, so it's a Nintendo Switch that's tied to your tail, but it can only play hentai games. If that's not a monkey paw, I don't know what is.
I mean, I'd rather have a Switch with only hentai games than no Switch, I guess.
I guess.
Then I have the option? I don't know.
I suppose. That's a fine line for me.
Yeah.
Are they good hentai games? I don't know.
How many hentai games can be qualified as good?
I actually have no experience with that topic. If anybody does know, surprisingly, if anybody does know, shout us out in the comments. Give us some recommendations. That'd be great. I see them in the eShop all the time, Kellan.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Really,
right?
like you're going around. It's like Mario. It's like Paw Patrol. It's like kid friendly, and then it's like hentai.
My
deluxe.
girlfriend's a squid?
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, what? Fuck, Nintendo.
What the hell is that?
Okay, that's cool.
Where were we? Number something.
Number
best. Number 2 best.
Number 2 best. All right, a ketchup bottle that also creates ketchup.
What kind of, is it squeeze or is it the glass one that you gotta pound the end on?
Which would you prefer?
The fucking squeeze one, because the glass bottles are annoying as hell to deal with.
Then a squeeze just for you, Kellan.
Perfect.
I haven't seen the glass one in a long time. That's like at like diners, right?
Yeah. Number 2 worst.
Number 2 worst. All right, so it's a tiny TV screen, but kind of in the vein of the last one. It can only play kick streams. It can't play anything else.
Well, I'd rather just have nothing.
I would rather have nothing. Yeah. It's like you can watch TV, but it has to be Aiden Ross or XQC or like something controversial like that. And I'm good, honestly. I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I don't need that shit. Number 1 best.
A perpetual milkshake. I realize the top
Ooh.
3 best are all just like your tail creates food.
Yeah, were
But
you
come
hungry?
on. I get. I'm always hungry. But it's a milkshake. Like you've got that. What do you call it? You got like the cup. What does a milkshake come in? A glass?
A glass?
Yeah, but like it's like not when you can see through. It's like when you get it like the Dairy Queen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So people can't tell what you're feeling because based on your mood, the flavor of the milkshake changes.
Oh, it's a mood milkshake.
It's a mood milkshake.
Like a mood ring.
I feel like sad is like mint chocolate chip, and then like happy is like strawberry, and like I don't know. What happens when you're angry though? It's like chili flakes are in it or something. It's like spicy.
Yeah, that's a good question. Anger. What ice cream flavor is anger?
Are you Googling this?
No, I'm thinking. I should Google it though. What ice cream flavor is
maybe
anger?
licorice.
Anger management single serve from Sisters of Anarchy ice cream is the first result.
And what flavor is that?
It is. I'm looking. Give me the description. Where's the description? I'm not seeing a description. I'm clicking the hear all about it button. It's not doing anything.
Wow.
There's some peppermint or something, and it's chocolate.
Oh, maybe it is peppermint. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be spicy. I think it'd be dark chocolate with like sriracha.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No.
Oh, have you never had like spicy
I don't want it on
dark
an ice cream.
Have you never had spicy dark chocolate?
I don't even know.
It's actually good. That's like a thing.
Okay.
You can get dark chocolate with like chili pepper in it, and it's good.
I'll take your word for it.
Wow, you never heard of that?
No.
I think it's maybe like more popular in like Mexico, but you can get it at the grocery store. It's good.
Yeah. What's the worst thing you could have on a tail?
A smell.
Give me that number 1.
Just a really weird smell. It's not revolting or anything, but everybody notices it and can't put their finger on it. You walk into a room and they're like, "Oh, what's that? What is that?"
What is that? That's so
People
familiar.
are like looking around, like, "Oh, did the cats pee somewhere?"
You
I don't know
smell
what
it?
it is. It's just like not a good smell. It's like mildly
No.
unpleasant. That's the worst thing to have on the end of the tail.
I got you. I'm with you.
Yeah,
Let's talk Pokemon.
So that's the list of what would you not like or like to have on the end of a tail.
Sorry, I'm preoccupied trying to find funny hentai games that are on Switch, and I'm not coming up with anything.
Okay, that's
and it's
fine.
not. And I got some weird shit in my search history now.
Yeah, just cut that out.
Yeah. All right, let's jump into 2 hits and a miss, shall we?
What'd you think of this episode?
This episode was fine.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, folks. This isn't the hottest week. It's an okay week.
This episode's okay. The next one slaps. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, really? You think the next one slaps?
Next one's great.
I think the next one
so
was okay. It wasn't my favorite
so
or anything.
fun.
No. Ah, okay.
All right. Well, 2 hits and a miss.
It will be a funny one. It is fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're in the mountains, and there's a charging Tauros. He's going right towards this old feeble, yeah, old feeble, fragile man. Ash has to save him.
The old man does seem to have
capable.
a Pokeball.
Yeah.
Curious.
But Ash is like, no, you're too old. I need to do this. And Bulbasaur Vine Whips. Some good music. The rival encounter theme comes on. I like that one a lot. Grabs it by the horns. Like throws it around.
Bulbasaur really grabbed the bull by the horns, if you know what I mean.
Ha 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 ha. Bulbasaur dodges the charge. Vine whips it at its feet to tip it over, and sleep powders it.
Puts that bull to rest.
And this Tauros' trainer comes along. That's all he is Tauros' trainer. He's just like, I'm sorry, we were practicing, and he got stung by a Beedrill because there's swarms of Beedrill all over the place. He had
apparently this like surfer bro California accent.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa man, thanks for catching my bull, dude.
we were practicing some new moves when a bunch of Beedrill popped out and stung him, and then he started running around, all angry like.
Yeah, that
And he
sometimes
almost killed this old guy.
it's been a while since an accent has like caught me off guard. Remember back in
Yeah.
the day when someone would just randomly be Russian, but not like well, and you'd be like, okay,
The
those were
olden
the
days.
times.
The days of yore.
So this was a good throwback to that.
Mm-hmm. So this old guy, he's impressed with Ash. He's like, I got a job for you. And so we go to his dojo, and we look inside, or we hear from outside. And so I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4. And Ash is like, well, what's going on in there? And this guy's like, Gosh, millennials these days coming up with all these new artsy, fartsy things. We used to be a real country.
We used to drag up stones by our boots and our boots by our stones, back when real men had real balls and would grab each other's balls and would fondle them in manly ways. And now my granddaughter is destroying the rich history of ball fondling with her eclectic jazzercise antics.
Yeah, that was a weird thing to put in the script about fondling balls, but you know what? It works, I think, in the
When
grand
two
scheme of the
old
story here.
war buddies go to the sauna, they can just tickle each other wherever they want, and it doesn't matter.
Tickle fights used to be masculine, I tell you.
Yeah, so Bulbapedia has this guy's name, but I don't actually remember it saying it in the episode. Calls him Kenzo.
They do say it, Kenzo, yeah. They
Yeah.
do say it later.
Later, though, right? I
Yeah.
think it's got it earlier. So Kenzo has this granddaughter. We'll learn about this more. But basically, outside of their dojo, Kenzo is just complaining. Like we said,
Yeah.
he's
Being a
complaining that
boomer.
his daughter is like destroying it all. And but it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like she's just like teaching a class and has
Yeah.
patrons. So interesting.
How dare people pay her for her services
Mm-hmm.
that they want to have. So they go inside, and we see a bunch of fighting Pokemon, including our featured Pokemon of the day. It's Hitmontop.
Yeah. Now this thing is a top.
Yeah.
Walk me through Hitmontop. It related in name to the fighting Pokemon of yore, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, right? That's the kicker, the puncher, that kind of come as a pair. And then Gold and Silver introduced this third guy. Now they're not part of like an evolutionary line or anything, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they are? I completely
Yeah.
forgot this. Okay, what's
so-
Hitmontop?
In Gen 1, there was just Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. They were two separate Pokemon. Gen 2 gave us Hitmontop as the third, and then also a baby form in Tyrogue, who connects all three. It can evolve into any of the three of them. So they are all part of the same evolutionary
Oh,
line.
It connected them all. Okay.
Yes. So like Tyrogue becomes a Hitmonlee if its attack stat is higher than its defense stat at level 20.
Mhm.
It becomes Hitmonchan if its defense is higher than its attack. And if the attack and defense are equal, it becomes Hitmontop.
Equal. That sounds
Yep.
tricky to pull off.
It's tricky. It's a tricky one.
Now, Hitmontop, I mean, all three of them look fairly distinct. Hitmontop looks closest to Hitmonchan, I guess. How would you describe this thing?
It's it's a top. He's a guy that spins on his head and kicks and punches.
It was
really.
a bit of a departure from the boxer and the kicker of before. It's like,
Now we got a spinner.
is this a new fighting style? A
Yeah, I don't know.
Beyblade?
Yeah. Yeah, when did Beyblade come out? Is this the inspiration? You gotta find out. Spinning
A
Tops,
little bit
first released
later, I want.
July 99.
Oh,
So-
similar.
Gen 2 came out in Japan in November of 99. So maybe
Oh,
maybe-
Beyblades are
maybe
July
Hitmontop.
99
Yeah.
in Japan.
maybe they threw Hitmontop after
A-
seeing Beyblade.
a
So like, oh, we gotta
last-minute
cash in on this thing.
edition.
Yeah.
They're like, if you see these Beyblade things, we need
This
a
is
top
sick.
Pokemon.
Let her rip. They're just having Beyblade fights in the Game Freak office all the time.
That sounds fun. Maybe.
Yes, that does sound
I don't
pretty
know
cool.
anything about Beyblades, actually. Is there skill in a Beyblade fight? Or
I
is
have
it luck?
no idea.
Yeah.
There's like attachments you can put on your Beyblade, and some do things better than others.
Right, yeah.
I have no idea about any of it though.
Yeah, I don't either. So, anyways, that's Hitmontop. He's a Beyblade. Viability, Kellan.
He's all right. It's pretty good.
Okay. Sounds
using it.
middle of the pack, or like,
Yeah,
okay.
it's nothing super special.
In this gen, like, what are your good fighting choices? Heracross, mostly?
Heracross,
Machamp?
Machamp, like Primeape's decent. It's fast. That's like its big thing. Yeah, I think Heracross and Hitmontop and Tyrogue, of course, are the only fighting types that were introduced in Gen 2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, it's a good Pokemon, I would say. Not anything, incredible, but I
Not
enjoy
incredible,
using it.
but decent. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just the unique factor of it spinning on its head. That's, the big sell. I like that a lot.
That's the gimmick. So if
Yeah.
you're into the gimmick, and it is fun, it's
Yeah.
visually appealing, definitely.
Yeah, like in all of its sprites up to Gen 5, it's on its head. It's shown on its head, it can spin around. And
Yeah.
its model in Stadium 2 and XD and Coliseum, it's bouncing on the tip of its head. And that's so nice. And then Gen 6 comes along, everything goes 3D, and since then, Hitmontop has just been on his feet, which is so boring.
No. Lame.
It is.
That's the real problem with Game Freak. Why is Hitmontop standing on his legs?
Exactly. That is a big problem. It's stupid. He's got this whole gimmick of being able to balance on its head. Do that. It's fun.
That is the fundamental issue here, folks.
God. Damn.
It'll be okay, Kellan.
No, it won't. Not until Hitmontop goes back on his head. Nothing will be
Game Freak would have to
do
do so much to make the Pokemon community happy.
It's just a small thing that's why? Why would you do that?
They'd have to do so many small things.
Its whole thing is that it's upside down all the time. Why would you put it on its feet? It looks weird on its feet. It's designed upside down. It's the whole point. Anyway.
I got nothing, Kellan.
Yeah,
I don't know why they did that, why they would do that cruel crime against humanity, that severe sin, that dastardly destruction of what we hold sacred. I do not know, Kellan.
Yeah, if they weren't going to hell before, they were now. So.
That's severe. Wow. I'm joking. Are you serious? I don't want to know.
I'm very serious.
I don't want to know.
Put Hitmontop on his head again. Hashtag it.
So Hitmontop, right. So they meet a Hitmontop. It's the granddaughter's Hitmontop. Decks it. It's called the handstand Pokemon. And yeah, that's her thing on Hitmontop. Now, the granddaughter has pink hair, and she's showing off the Hitmontop moves. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Brock doesn't simp this episode, does he?
No, he does not.
I cannot predict when he's going to simp or not. I don't know. I don't know what his type is.
They also don't, introduce themselves to her. We hear her name later in the episode, but it's not hi, I'm Chigusa. It's just oh yeah, we know this woman's name is Chigusa. You guys must have missed that part.
Yeah, that was kind of random.
It was very strange. But yeah, this is Chigusa. She's got a Hitmontop, so I like her. Because Hitmontop's cool.
Her design's cool. She kind of looks like a ninja. She's got pink hair. Yeah.
She gets Hitmontop to, quote, demonstrate proper form, and it starts spinning on his head. And I don't think that the other fighting types she's teaching are going to be able to do that. just putting that out there.
Yeah, what kind of training are they getting? Okay, spin on your head, and then the Hitmontops and Hitmonchan's just watch. Great. The Hitmonchan can't even clap his hands because he's wearing gloves all the time. He can't even appreciate it with an audible clap.
There was a big stretch in my life where I didn't, or remembered Hitmonlee differently and thought that it didn't have arms.
Ooh, I bet you that's common-ish.
Yeah. I wonder, shout me out in the comments if you ever thought Hitmonlee didn't have arms. Because he's the kicking guy, so why does he need arms,
His arms just don't really matter, right?
No. Cut that fucker's arms off.
Tits on a chicken or whatever that weird phrase is. They don't matter.
So,
I don't know if that's a phrase.
It sounds familiar enough. Kenzo thinks that Chigusa is turning this place into a circus with all of her silly dance fighting kind of shit.
Oh my god. Dance fighting.
God. Also, to point it out, Hitmontop's Japanese name, as in the Japanese title, is a capoeira, which I believe I assume comes from capoeira, which is that dance fighting. Hitmontop's got some dance inspiration in terms of how he fights, so that's where all that comes from too.
Yeah, that sounds right.
The students leave and they bow to Kenzo. Ash is why did they bow to you? That's weird. And he's I am the Shihan of the dojo. And the gang's what? How did we? What? That's crazy. How did they not? Really? He said it's my dojo. I'm pretty sure. Why did they not see that coming?
Well, because
they're surprised.
Well, Ash is surprised because he doesn't know what a Shihan is.
Well, he thought it was chicken and garlic sauce.
I bought it once at a Chinese restaurant, and the old man is that's General Tso. This was a weird gag because Shihan is definitely a Japanese word.
Well, yeah, but Ash is just stupid.
Yeah, no, I know.
So I could go for some chicken and a garlic sauce. That does sound nice.
It was a Japanese show, and the Japanese-ish character confused a Japanese word for a Chinese dish.
I'm sure he's confused many other Japanese words.
Yeah.
Has he not?
Yeah, probably.
Anyway. So yeah, they're like, what? You're the Shihan? That's crazy. Even though it's his dojo and he's like an old guy who looks like a martial arts dude, and they're like, they don't piece that together, but whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, so the Shihan is just like the leader of the dojo.
Yeah. And he wants Ash to take over as Shihan. That's the job he has for Ash.
He's drawn that conclusion quickly. He's like, you will take over my whole legacy, this place that I've spent my whole life building up, all because I saw you use a Bulbasaur to take down a bull.
Yep. That's it. That's the only qualifier you need.
And Chica says, pissed off. She's like, what the fuck, Grandpa? I'm over here busting my balls day in and day out, and here you are praising this weird little boy and his bulbous sore. And the old man is like, well, you are not traditional.
As well as his Bulbasaur.
Yeah. His sore bulbous.
And he's like, well, you can't do it because all you do is teach ballet. And she's like, nuh-uh, Grandpa. I'm teaching the big trend. It's going to blow up on TikTok. Just wait.
Oh, she was totally TikToking. Yeah. She's like,
absolutely.
now get all your Pokemon to Looks Max.
Yeah, he freaks out. Like, she doesn't follow the tradition. She's running dojo into the ground with all these newfangled techniques. But Ash, this kid without a fighting Pokemon, he's gonna do it right. He's gonna take over. He's gonna take this dojo from great to greater.
Yeah, exactly. And so the granddaughter's gonna challenge him as part of this because she's like, that's fucked up. You got to give me a chance. The problem is that Ash doesn't have a fighting Pokemon.
Also, it's important to note, Ash doesn't want to be the Shihan.
Oh yeah, during this whole thing, he doesn't want to battle. Like,
it's like, what?
He's
no,
resistant.
This isn't something that I want to do.
He's
this is
resistant.
crazy.
And it's Kenzo who says, like, well, his Bulbasaur is like a fighting Pokemon. It has the fighting spirit. And Ash still doesn't want to fight.
It's not how it works, Kenzo. Fighting type is a type. It's just, This isn't Gen 9. He can't terrestrialize yet.
It's what's in your heart, is what Kenzo thinks.
That's bullshit.
No, it's a type, is what Kellan thinks.
Yeah.
Kenzo versus Kellan. This week on the debate show.
WWE SmackDown.
You're going to have a SmackDown with Kenzo.
I could crush this old
Kenzo
guy. Yeah.
the chair.
He's old. I could fuck him up.
I would actually bet on Kenzo. He's a martial artist.
When's
the last time you've moved?
He couldn't move without tweaking his back.
Oh, spoiler, but
later
you're right.
in the episode.
You're right. Yeah, okay.
I give one swift chop to his spine and he goes down.
Okay. It's bold claims, but we could let's see it.
We have nothing but bold claims here on TKAD.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's hot out.
When it's only 24.
The humidity, I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
Gross out. Anyway, she wants to fight him, but then this random ass motherfucker named Shiro is at the gate like, did I hear something about a fight? I would like to fight you.
Yeah, and this guy's up to no good. You can tell because of how they draw his eyes.
Yeah, pretty much. But even then, I feel like by the end of the episode, we're not like meant to hate Shiro. I think he's just kind of like, he's just a regular dude.
Well, I don't know if he's a regular dude, but I know what you mean. He's not a villain. He's not a villain.
No.
Yeah.
But he comes along, he wants to fight for the title of Shihan of this dojo, because he's been doing this to like all of the dojos in the area and collecting their plaques like badges. And he wants to open up his own dojo in his hometown, and all these plaques will make him feel respected. And he'll be more respected because he'll have the only fucking dojo in the area because he's destroyed all the others.
You wonder how many dojos there are around here, because it says that, like, he says that he's already defeated 11. That's a lot.
Yeah, I only remember like one in the games.
Do you know what Shiro means? That's a Japanese word.
No.
It means white, I believe.
Ah, so a white guy shows up.
Yeah, whitey. I'm pretty sure. Let me check that. Yes, it does. It means white. Japanese word for white. Okay. So yes, Whitey shows up and he wants to tussle.
He wants to have a go. But Team Rocket are spying in here. They see the Hitmontop. They're like, whoa, that's cool. We should get it to the boss.
Take us straight to the Hitmontop.
Hitmontop of the place boss's list. And then Wobbuffet pops out, and then we're like, no, we don't mean the bottom. We mean the top. Oh, Wobbuffet. I'm so sorry.
So sorry. Burned him.
So it's battle. It's going to be Kenzo versus Shiro. It's going to be Hitmonlee from Shiro versus Kenzo's most powerful Pokemon, which is apparently a Machoke. It's not even a Machamp. What the hell?
I feel like we see that sometimes where it's like, I am the legendary trainer, and here's
my Caterpie.
Metapod. It's like not even like the end of the line.
It's like the legendary trainer Egan in XD Gale of Darkness and Colosseum, where he's this legendary trainer known throughout the land. He's got a fucking Pikachu. That's
Oh, really? Just
all
a
he's got.
Pikachu?
And it drops in level between the games.
Oh
So-
my god. Guy's slacking.
It's quickly devolving.
Wow.
So, anyway, so it's gonna be Machoke versus Hitmonlee, and Kenzo does this big thing of sending out big performance, and out comes Machoke, and Kenzo tweaks his back, and then Machoke's flexing and stuff, and Machoke also tweaks his back, which that part, I like that. That was funny.
Pretty funny. Cool animation. It's all fiery, and then like a lot of exasperation when their backs go out. And like you kind of got to imagine then that this Machoke is also an old Machoke, right?
Yeah. This Machoke's like 80 years old. He's looking good for 80, though.
Oh yeah.
Mm. So then Chigusa steps in, and Kenzo is like, no, you're a little sissy baby. You can't do it. You'll just dance and lose the dojo. And Chigusa's like, fuck you, Grandpa.
Yeah,
I can do shit.
You're gonna have a TKO if I don't step in.
And she's like, bet. She goes to fight. And then this is where I noted that we hear her name for the first time, I think, unless I just missed it earlier.
No, yeah, this is when I first heard it too.
They're just like, Chigusa versus Shiro. I'm like, oh, okay, that's
Okay.
her. Sweet. So it's going to be Hitmontop versus Hitmonlee. I think it's some really good battle music. I really enjoyed this part.
Yeah.
And Hitmonlee goes for a rolling kick, and Hitmontop just catches it and starts kicking around. Hitmonlee's blocking him. Hitmontop goes for a rapid spin into a triple kick. So he's like spinning on his head.
It's
and
beautiful.
He goes for the triple click. And then Hitmonlee dodges
during this
3.
part, there's like a big emphasis on Hitmontop keeping the rhythm. So this is where like Chigusa's basically calling out a routine, essentially, and he's just
where that capoeira comes from.
Yeah.
So then he dodges all 3, and then Chigusa with a great detective line, it just dodged all 3.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you did.
So Hitmonlee double kicks to knock it off balance, and then jump kicks, and then goes for a high jump attack. But it's not a name. It's not a move. It's not a move, Shiro. It's high jump kick.
Oh.
That's the name of the move. And hits it, and Hitmontop is really struggling, and Hitmonlee goes to end it, but then, there's smog. Uh-oh.
Of course. Yeah.
Forget your mask. Sorry, it's a little muffled. Forget your mask, so prepare for trouble. We made a catch, and we made it double. And then Team Rocket have the Hitmons in a net, and they're in ninja outfits, including Wobbuffet, which was great.
Was sick. I liked seeing Wobbuffet and Meowth in their ninja outfits. I thought that was a good touch.
That was lovely.
And Team Rocket, like Jessie and James, are like throwing shurikens, like ninja stars during it too. It was
That's
fun.
A little dangerous. I mean,
yeah, a little dangerous. Do not throw stars while mottoing. That is a hazard. So I thought that was a fun touch too.
Mottoing under the influence is also not good. It's also illegal.
Is there a motto where they're drunk?
I hope so.
And pour me a double. That's what it's gotta be.
Prepare for fucking trouble and
pour me a double.
And make it a double of scotch, baby.
To protect the world from dehydration.
To protect all peoples
within this bar.
with some fucking whiskey, am I right? Hey-oh. I don't know. I've got nothing with alcohol. I don't drink. I don't know shit. Anyway.
That was the best part of that.
Thank you.
It's like, I can't do alcohol puns.
I don't know enough of them. So Bulbasaur goes for a Razor Leaf, which breaks the net. The Hitmons fall out. Arbok go. Victory Bell come out. He eats James. I choose you, and Victory Bell choose me. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Poison Sting spits, gets dodged. Hitmonlee goes for a jump kick. But Victory Bell sleep powders it, and then Pikachu just like headbutts Victory Bell and flies back into the balloon. Bulbasaur with his vines does the so long gay Arbok and throws him back in the balloon.
Yeah, not the first time we've made that reference.
Nope. It's like 3rd or 4th, I think.
And won't be the last.
Because it just keeps happening.
Hell
It just keeps happening. So he Razor Leafs the balloon, And they go blasting off again. Whoop-de-doo, that's Team Rocket.
So Team Rocket's gone, but Shiro, they've gone through a lot. Hitmonlee got sleep powdered. They're going to pick this up tomorrow.
Yeah, Shiro's like, I have no idea what the hell just happened. So, tomorrow?
Is this normal?
Let's just do it again.
Does this happen every episode? What the fuck?
Yeah, and Ash is like, you have no idea, dude. Hang out with us for a while. You'll get used to it. So Chigusa inside is all fired up. He's like, Hitmontop's gonna kick that thing's ass. And Kenzo's like, God, you're dumb. You ain't learning shit. Yeah. You were getting your ass destroyed by that thing. You gotta learn. You gotta actually train. Is that a concept you've ever heard of, idiot?
And he wants his new favorite human, ashketchum, to train her.
Ash, you must teach her. And Ash is like, what? I don't know shit. I know less than her.
I can't teach a baby how to cry.
I learned what a Hitmontop was an hour ago.
You're lucky I know how to wipe my own ass.
I couldn't pour water out of a boot with instructions on the heel.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's going to be Hitmontop versus Bulbasaur. Get the buggy music. I still got to figure out what the hell that music actually is, but I keep calling it the buggy music. Bulbasaur starts spinning his vines like Hitmontop spins. I don't really know how much this is going to help, but whatever. Hitmontop lunges in. Bulbasaur dodges the kicks, and it goes into a rapid spin into another triple kick, and Bulbasaur again dodges 1, 2, 3. And again, Chigusa just goes, Bulbasaur dodged all 3.
Oh my god, he dodged all 3.
Oh my god, there's 3 kicks, he dodged them all. That's crazy.
On the 3rd kick, he dodged much like he did on the 2nd and the 1st.
And on the 3rd kick, he rose again. He ascended into heaven. He is seated at the right hand
you're
of Arceus.
You're reciting the Lord's Prayer in the middle of our podcast.
Amen.
Join us next time for where we do the whole rosary.
And then after that, we do the Apostles' Creed. It's going to be a banger, guys. Don't miss it.
Okay, keep going, Kellan.
So Bulbasaur vine whips, and it dodges 1, 2, and then the 3rd one hits, knocks it over, and then Bulbasaur ties it up, head and feet, which, damn, it's a little kinky. It tackles it down. And Chigusa's like, I need the secrets. How do you do this? And Ash is like, my Pokemon dodges the move. It's not that hard.
I look at what's happening, and, I try to tell it to do the right thing, and then things that are good, that they happen. Ash
I do love the, how the world sets itself up in this show, where if a Pokemon is not explicitly told by its trainer to dodge a move, it will just take a pounding to the face.
Yeah, that is kind of strange sometimes, the things that it tells it to, that you have to command to, right? They'll be like, stand there, move slightly, sing Candle in the Wind, I'm feeling down.
Make me an omelet.
Yeah.
No ham. Sorry, Ash doesn't know the secret. He just does things. But Kenzo sees it. He's like, they're a team. They're working as a team. Hitmontop, he's spinning all the time. He can't see a goddamn move that's coming at him. How is he supposed to see a kick coming if he's spinning at 50 miles an hour? You know?
Yeah.
And Chigusa's like, oh,
we have
that makes sense.
Do the battle, not just spin. Okay. Yeah, she's putting the Hitmontop in danger and not thinking about, the Hitmontop's safety, and that's kind of the issue.
And then Kenzo just like screams at her. He's like, if you don't work with your Pokemon as a team, you'll never be Shihan of this dojo.
Ooh.
Whoa, okay. But she gets it now. And Hitmontop is still there for her. They're going to work together. They're going to be a real team. They're going to keep training. And then we go from the moon to the sun. I believe it's implied they've trained all night long.
Night long.
I don't think that's good either, because sleep deprivation is a real bitch, you know?
I know, in these kind of shows, sometimes they just completely overlook it. Like, it's actually going to be useful to train all night. But an engineer Hitmontop just going to be fucking exhausted.
Yeah. Gonna want to just sleep, dude. And so should you. You've been up for like how long?
Yeah.
Come on, get your shit together. So, the next day, and Shiro's back, Hitmontop versus Hitmonlee. They start boxing at each other. And Hitmontop goes for a rapid spin. And I want to note here that rapid spin is a move. And rapid spin as a move is supposed to do damage. In this episode, rapid spin is just it spinning.
Wait,
Like, it's not actually
do
doing
they say
anything.
rapid spin attack?
No, but see, you got a decent point there.
No, I'm
But
asking. They
no,
don't,
I
do
don't
they?
think so.
So
I didn't write it down.
she's actually just commanding Hitmontop to rapidly spin. And
Yeah,
it's
but then that's
not the
confusing.
move.
That's confusing considering it's also the name of a move.
It's a namespace conflict, but she don't care.
So yeah, rapid spin is not being portrayed. It's just being like, it's spinning, and then it can do other moves. I don't know. But Hitmontop he's spinning, and Hitmonlee starts to move in. But now we see Chigusa and Hitmontop. There's one. They're seeing the same thing. They're connected. They got that bond there, that line between their minds. And Hitmonlee goes for the rolling kick, but Chigusa's like left. And so Hitmontop goes left. And then right. Goes right. And he's dodging. He's getting all the dodges in. He's double kicking. Hitmonlee's double kicking. And Hitmontop just blocks it with his spinning feet. That was cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then Hitmontop starts to rapid spin upright on his side.
Ooh, the upright rapid spin. True innovation from this up-and-coming rookie.
And the music goes hard here.
Oh, it sure
incredible.
does.
He's going for a triple kick. Hitmonlee dodges one. Dodges two. Because Shira's like, dodge left, dodge right. And he's like, dodge, I don't know where the third one's coming from. Even though it's the most telegraphed one, because Hitmontop launches himself in the air and then kicks downward. And it's like, you got a lot of time to react to that one, buddy.
Yeah, I think he was just in awe. He was just like watching. He's like, that's quite the sight. It's going through the air.
Oh,
wait,
that's fucking
it's
cool.
gonna land on me. Boom.
Ah, shit. And then Hitmonlee goes down. Again, this is the only hit I think that landed in this fight, and it took down Hitmonlee.
Yeah. That's a thing
Chigusa
sometimes. It's like they barely hit each other, but then like
it bothers me.
Cyndaquil happens to like land on who was he fighting in that one episode? He just
Sandslash?
Yeah, and he just like lands on the Sandslash at the end and defeats him. It's like, oh, that's it? Okay.
Yeah. It's like Charizard and like a Dragonite will go to fisticuffs with each other, and they'll punch and like spew fire and shit, and they'll dodge every single one and block all of them. But then Charizard gets swapped in for Caterpie, and Caterpie just walks up to it and hits it with his head a little bit, and Dragonite's like, oh, you've killed me! Oh, God!
I guess its health bar was that low.
But it didn't get hit by anything!
Oh, yeah, you're saying he was dodging them all?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Hitmonlee goes down in one hit, which is dumb, but Shiro takes the defeat with grace. You know, he's like, oh, damn, you're good.
It is what it is, boys.
See ya.
Next time. Yeah.
But then, here comes Team Rocket again. They're in this big Meowth boxing mech.
On one hand, we didn't really need to see Team Rocket again.
No.
But on the other hand, they have a Meowth boxing mech. That's awesome.
This was the most unnecessary Team Rocket appearance.
Yeah, it kind of
I think we've ever seen.
Because they've already been in and out of the episode.
Yes. They're like, prepare for trouble. We want a rematch. And make a double match. And then Meowth comes in, etc., etc. It's good motto movement. I like
funny,
that.
Yeah.
It was good. But the glove launches, it grabs Hitmontop, and then Razor Leaf just cuts the arm off. They launch the second one at Bulbasaur, but Hitmontop hits it right back at them. Pikachu Thunderbolts, they go blasting off again. Again, this was so unnecessary. This was like a 30-second bit.
Yeah, it was so quick. They could have just had Kenzo scream for 30 seconds more.
Or we could have gotten 30 seconds more of the sunset that comes next.
Ooh.
Just staring at the sunset, baby. Chigusa apologizes for causing a bunch of trouble, and Ash is like, I like trouble. I really like trouble, if you know what I mean. That's not the line Brock said. But Brock should have said that. That would have been funny.
Well, yeah, there was no simping, like I said.
No. Well, she had a grandpa right nearby. That would be awkward. So
I feel like he's hit up on
probably
people in front of their fathers, but maybe grandpa's too far. And maybe this particular grandpa was so, serious, so intense that he's like, I'm gonna actually turn it off for once. This is my life.
If I flirt with her, he'll kick my ass in.
Yeah, he'll shove my balls through my body so far that they pop out my eyeballs.
Ew.
Gross. What did they say?
Anyway, she's gonna continue to train under her grandpa to be a good Shihan, and they leave, and the narrator's like, what's coming next for our heroes? Well, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. And the next episode's kind of a basic plot line, honestly. So I do believe it. But,
yeah, I would have believed it.
But that's the episode. Honestly, I think I have a theory about this episode. I think that Kenzo had no intention of actually leaving the dojo to Ash. I think he was trying to knock some sense into his granddaughter, and in order to do so, he finds some random stranger that he doesn't know at all that is semi-competent in battle, and he brings the kid back, and he's like, yeah, granddaughter, you suck. This kid, though, this kid's amazing. I met this guy 5 minutes ago. He's gonna be the Shihan. You're out. And to make Chigusa be like, what the fuck, Grandpa? No,
That's
I
actually
can prove
a
myself.
pretty good theory. That like half of what Kenzo did in this episode was just he was putting on a show. You know, he always wanted Chigusa to be the next Shihan, but he wanted her to think about her Pokemon more, and he needed to prove a point. He also had actually paid off the Dojo Destroyer. What was his name? Shiro.
Shiro.
He'd paid him off. He was actually in Kenzo's pocket the whole time.
Yes, I believe it. Added to the theory. All right, book me.
All right, so the trope I'm going to bring up this week for Literary Hour is the proud beauty trope from tvtropes.com. So this is this cliche of being a little bit too vain and that sort of over-encompassing the actual activity that they're doing. This is a common plot line in Betty and Veronica comics from Archie Comics, where there's like a sense of vanity that shines through, especially on Veronica's side, if I remember correctly. She was the one who would be more vain about her looks, and Betty was supposed to be down to earth, blah, blah, blah. And we kind of see this in terms of there's a vanity to the Hitmontop's routine. They're not thinking enough about the activity that's actually being performed, which is the battle. This is a theme in Jane Austen, too. Mansfield Park has a few characters like this who are pretty full of their own attractiveness instead of thinking more about the situation at hand. And then, of course, we see this with Cersei from the Game of Thrones series, A Song of Fire and Ice, about how she greatly values her beauty and kind of uses it as a weapon, and it's like it's a pretty significant thing for her while she's aging as well and being scared of other up-and-coming potential queens. So there you go, proud beauty.
I also thought during this episode, man, this episode is just like Jane Austen. That's crazy.
I think that every Pokemon episode.
Exact same.
It's all Jane Austen at the end of the day. Brock is Mr. Darcy, and every girl he's hitting on is Elizabeth, and, you know, she's proud and he's prejudiced, and there you go.
Makes sense to me. Let's rank.
Thank you. So this is the 4 part of the plastic ping pong pitcher objective rankings. We're going to pull 2 categories at random from the ping pong pitcher, rank the episode based on those categories. What do we got first, Kellan?
All right. Our first category for today is the most recent Pay It Forward. It's Monado boys and girls.
Okay, what did that one do again?
That's a great question.
Oh my god. The Monado for Xenoblade, right? So it's got to do with telling the future, or what was it?
Yeah, okay, so we got it. We made it up in the Giraffe Rig episode because there was so little to go off of on that one.
Oh yeah.
We based it on
sight. It was
future telling, and then also I was like, we can throw in like the Monado arts. So if there's someone that like jumps really high or runs really fast, that works too. Sure.
Well, there's no future sight in this.
There's
episode.
no future.
There is a little bit of jumping with the spin in the air, but man, this isn't good, Kellan.
This is a rough category.
I want to give this a 0 to get it out of there.
Yeah, but is it actually a 0? You gotta have some integrity here.
The only thing that would make my integrity shine through, that would pull it, from my head, is the jump at the end. Does that count?
Does the big jump?
Is that Monado coded? I don't think it is.
There's a jump ability in Smash from the Monado you get. It makes jump really high.
Shulk jumps, I guess, but like he doesn't do like a jumping spinning thing.
No, but there's also fast movement. Like, oh man, we should have pulled rotations per episode. That would have been a great one.
That would have been top.
But like there's fast movement. The Tauros is running really fast at the start. I don't know. It's bad. It sucks, but I can't in good conscience give it a 0. What would you give it? I'm gonna give it a 1.8.
Okay, I give it a 0.5. It's low.
It is. That's a 1.15.
Oh god. And Monado boys and girls stays. What a terrible category.
And second category will be your wonderful, beloved sweet sentences.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's a little bit of sweet sentencery from Kenzo, I guess, talking about unity with the Pokemon. Got to be there for your Pokemon when he's talking about putting the Hitmontop in danger. Young people always think that they're right. Too focused on looks, forget teamwork.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot. Straight to the Hitmontop. I liked that one.
Yeah. There's not much.
Yeah, it didn't really ooze sweet sentencery.
Yeah, it doesn't give me my like philosophical, inspirational.
Yeah, and I
stuff.
often like to pay attention to the sounds of the sentences, and nothing really jumped out there. So, oh God, Kellan, this is going to be the worst reviewed.
This is very bad
episode of Johto. I bet it's a 2. I'm giving it a 2.
Ugh. Yeah, and Kenzo's is just a lot of like, oh, tradition, work as a team. This is all shit we've heard before.
Yeah, he's very straightforward.
There is Ash, and I thought that chicken and garlic sauce. I thought that's what a Shihan was. That was funny.
It was kind of funny. Yeah,
but that's
true. Chicken and garlic sauce. Good sentence. I'm still giving it a 2.
Hungry, making me hungry. Oh man, you say 2? Dude, I'm gonna give it a 1.5. Oh boy, so that's 1.75 overall for 2 hits and a miss. That is 1.45.
That's a brutal score.
That is rough.
Kenzo would be devastated.
Yep. I think that is 1, 2, 3. I think that is our 5th lowest ranked episode ever.
Wow. Well, there you go, Kenzo. You're at the bottom of the trash barrel. But luckily, what you need now
we got
for
a
little bit of
pick-me-up
is a good, relaxing adventure at a hot spring.
A hot water battle, episode 169. And we're hot on the trail to Ekkertique. Hot on the trail, because it's hot out. Get it? They're hot.
They're
really warm.
So smoking. It is warm. It's humid. It's actually...
I bet it's the humidity.
It's not that warm temperature. It's the humidity. That is actually what they said. They're like, it's only like 24 out, but oh man, is it humid. They're in a tropical jungle. Where the heck is this, Kellan? I don't remember a tropical jungle on the roads to Ekkertique.
No, it's quite a short road full of trees to Ekkertique. Yeah. That's about it. It's a bunch of trees.
Like forest trees, not palm trees. But suddenly they're in the jungle. This area is geothermal, is the idea.
Yeah.
But there's tropical speciation here as well. A nice banana tree. Ooh, those bananas look nice. And here we see the feature Pokemon of the episode already. There's some Aipoms up in this banana tree, along with a Mankey. But the Aipom are new to us. And boy, are they cute.
The Mankey's just there. And it never leaves. Like it's just gone. It's like they accidentally put a Mankey in that tree and they didn't mean to. And he never shows up later.
The animator just slipped and dropped in a Mankey.
I got Mankey all over my Aipom. I got Aipom all over my Mankey.
New from the people that brought you Reese's peanut butter cups. It's half Mankey, half Aipom.
It's an eldritch horror. All right.
It's a monkey.
So, yes, Aipom. Aipom, little monkey guy with a hand tail. He's so cute. Oh my goodness.
I remember when the Pokemon for Gold and Silver had gotten like released, like they were in magazines, but before the game had came out. And Aipom was one I was really looking forward to. I was like, what is that? That looks amazing.
He's so cute.
In the actual game, it's like, it's fine. It's not that good, right?
He's quite terrible. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Does he ever get good? I know they give him an evolution at some point.
Yeah, so like Aipom, it's not great, not very good. Ambipom, it evolves into in Gen 4. Ambipom's pretty good.
Right, there it gets better, yeah.
Yeah, but Aipom itself, little purple monkey, hand on a tail. It's a cute little dude, but can't really do much for shit.
It has this delightful sock monkey grin. It's very fun. Yeah.
Design-wise, like, Aipom is top tier.
Oh, yeah.
It's great Pokemon, but its usability makes it quite bad.
Yeah, we gotta see kind of the live-action approach to an Aipom in the Detective Pikachu movie. I remember it looking pretty fun.
Yeah, and then they take drugs and they go on a rampage.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's great. But, yeah, that's Aipom. Anything else about Aipom? Any questions you got for me?
It's normal type, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean,
that's about it, yeah.
It's a cute monkey.
Yeah.
There you
monkey.
go.
Monkey
Can't really use it. Okay.
Monkey. We all love Monkey.
Now, Ash wants bananas too, don't we all?
And then he slips on a peel. Classic comedy.
Gag.
Ha
And Brock is like, anybody can be funny when they slip on a banana peel, and then he slips too.
And they've ended up falling into a hot spring, though.
Ooh.
And they're just chilling. They're into this.
Yeah,
so
but she's like, why are you guys leaving? And they're like, it's a hot spring. Come on in.
It feels great. Yeah. Pikachu's chilling, too. He's just, like, turning upside down a bunch. Like, he's, like, flipping over to his face and his back. His face and his back. That's cute, but I don't really know what he's doing.
Spring right now.
Mm-hmm. It's hot out. I'm good.
Oh, you'd want a cold spring. Got it.
Yeah. So they're just going to stay here today. They decided. It's nice here. We're just going to chill out. We're going to let the Pokemon out. And they can do whatever they want. It's a great day. So they're all playing with this beach ball that's designed like a master ball. That's cool.
That was cool. Cute. I was like, Kellan should get that. Did they sell that on Etsy? That'd be great.
Well, I posted on Twitter about a Spheal beach ball, and you were like, Kellan, do you ever go to the beach? I don't think so.
I did say that, yeah.
So
I was like, when you go to the beach, you complain about the humidity. That's like the most humid location.
But yeah, they're playing with this beach ball. All the Pokemon are like tossing it around. It's pretty cute. And then Chikorita like whips it really fast at Totodile, and then Totodile just fucking slams it into Cyndaquil's face.
Oh.
And it flies off into the unknown.
And this causes a little bit of a kerfuffle among our golden starter trio of the Johto League.
Yeah, Chikorita's mad at Totodile, so they're butting heads. She slaps him. Oh, God. And he pushes her into Cyndaquil, which makes Cyndaquil angry. Now he's mad. They're all going at it. And Misty's like, you should probably stop them from fighting. And she's like, they're not fighting, they're playing. Come on. And they're all pulling at each other's faces.
Yeah, the next shot directly after he says that they've all got paws on each other's mugs and they're just stretching their mouths. And he's like, okay, why don't you guys go find the ball? Be constructive, collaborate, go find the ball. And so they run off.
He's like, guys, go find the ball and we'll keep playing. And we'll show Misty that you guys aren't fighting. Because Ash has to be right about this.
He's
so yeah, they go off and find the ball.
He's like, they all get along like we do. Misty's like, I hope not.
That's not good. So Chikorita finds the beach ball, and there's an Aipom playing on it. Oh no, he shakes his butt at her.
Oh, like that's cute.
A little trickster. Oh my goodness.
Totodile, and then a whole gang shows up of Aipom.
Well, Totodile comes launching in from nowhere. Aipom dodges him, and he hits the tree, which causes a bunch of Aipom to fall out. And now they're pissed. They're angry.
They just start
little guys.
Throwing mud. What move is this, Kellan? Mud throw? Is that a move?
There's Mud Slap.
Mud Slap. That's what they're doing.
I don't know if Aipom learns it. Probably does.
Well, these ones do. They're slapping mud.
I have to know now. This is important. Oh, it gets it by TM, but he also gets Sand Attack. So that's probably what that is.
Oh, Sand Attack, yeah.
Yeah.
But does Sand Attack do damage?
No, it's just accuracy lowering.
Yeah.
It didn't seem to do damage.
No, so maybe this is
in this episode. So maybe. Anyway.
Maybe Cyndaquil, Totodile, and Chikorita are just saddened by the Sand Attack. They're like, I wouldn't be able to hit anything right now, but I'm fine.
But they also just like pile dirt onto Totodile. Like he's stuck in a pile. That's funny. So the Aipom do all that and then they run off. And so the starters give chase. Meanwhile, Team Rocket have been walking for hours to find a hidden spring that they heard about.
Yes, they've heard rumors of this. Now, they're eating good. You know, they love when they get their hands on some food. And this lovely tropical location is full of fruit. So they're just chowing down, dreaming of the baths. And in their fantasy, Jessie's has 5 baths.
Yeah. I'm going to have this bath, and then we're going to have that bath, and then we're going to have a milk bath.
I was like, okay, calm down.
Great. And then we're going to have dinner, and then two people will do a show, and it's just James and Meowth in hula outfits or something.
Yeah, exactly. So she's thinking that resort life, you know.
Yeah.
Meowth doesn't want to get wet. Classic cat. Not for him.
Sorry, it's a fabulous floor show featuring footloose folk dance.
That's a good sweet sentence.
Very nice alliteration.
I didn't even get that one. That's nice. I have her next sweet sentence.
Here's all of her baths that she wants. First, I'll take a soothing whirlpool bath, then a dip in the hot spring, followed by a refreshing milk bath. A rose water rinse will be a flowery finishing touch. Then it's off to a simply scrumptious candlelight banquet with a fabulous floor show featuring footloose folk dance.
That was a great sweet sentence. I loved it.
It was good.
Delightful to the ears.
Yes.
So she follows it up with another one, because when Meowth says he doesn't like to get in the water, she goes, who wouldn't want to take a break from tedious traveling and let those warm, wondrous waters wash away every ache and massage every muscle?
Yes. Shame on you, she says that to Meowth. How
Yeah,
dare you not
how
like
dare
water? So Wobbuffet also wants in on the hot springs, though. But then suddenly the Aipom come in and run him over and take a bunch of the fruit. And then in come the starters, bouncing off their heads. And they're like, wait a second. Those look familiar. Those look like the twerps. And James goes into Sherlock mode here. He's like, oh, if the twerp's Pokemon are around, that must mean the twerp is around. And what they were chasing seemed to be a beach ball. But there are no beaches here. So it would surmise that the hot spring must be nearby.
Yeah, when Kellan says Sherlock mode, like he's dressed
Literally,
as Sherlock
yeah.
Holmes, and he does this whole deduction. I liked that. I liked that gag. I
He
thought that
makes
was
an
pretty
elementary joke to
funny.
Meowth.
Yeah, he's dressed as
believe.
him. He's got the pipe and everything.
Yeah, judging from the elementary fact that the twerp's Pokemon are here, blah, 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 blah.
Nice.
One can easily deduce that the twerp himself is likely somewhere nearby.
It was pretty good
So,
deduction.
that's good.
You're right,
That's
James.
good. Yeah. And then Jessie's like, oh man, we've been following that twerp for years and we finally have him in his place. I'm sorry, years?
She said years.
Ash is still
I
10.
didn't catch that.
Ash is still 10, people.
Time is the paradox, the 10-year-old paradox that expands and contracts.
Time
years,
is a flat circle.
No years. They are all the same thing in this Sisyphean feat to get Pikachu. They are caught. They are trapped. They have experienced years, but no time has passed. What a cruel fate.
I think the Pokemon timeline is irrefutable proof that Jeremy Bearimy is, in fact, the correct way to tell time.
Yes, that is a reference to the fantastic sitcom / sci-fi adventure, The Good Place. Watch
Great
it
show.
wherever you can stream it. It's very fun.
Wonderful show. So they go follow the starters that they found because they want to find this hot spring. They think the starters are going to the hot spring. They'll lead us right there. And so Aipom rolls into a cave. Aipom's circus balling on this beach ball now, which is awesome.
Yeah,
Love
very
that.
cute.
Cyndaquil's a little scared to go into this cave, but Chikorita's like, look at you, pussy-ass bitch. Get in this cave. Come on.
Exact words. Wow, Pokemon. You're dropping some shit.
Team Rocket follow them to the entrance, and then this giant-ass Snorlax, like this massive Snorlax.
This giant
along.
ass Snorlax. It's just
He's also got a big ass, yeah.
Yeah.
Pulls James up by the fruit basket, and James is panicking, and Jessie's
That sounds like it should be a saying for something. Pulling him up by the old fruit basket. It's not. He's literally holding a fruit basket on his back. So he's holding him up, and he's going to eat this thing. He's going to eat the fruit basket. So James is like, he's going to eat me. Like, he's terrified.
So Jessie looks at Wobbuffet. She's like, do something about this. So Wobbuffet just kind of like holds his head. He's like, ah. Meow's like, he's using Bide. Even though Wobbuffet can't learn Bide. Come on, guys.
It was a random move for them to bring up also. What
does
Bide do?
You take damage for a couple turns, and then you deal back double the damage.
Right.
And so you need to be hit in order for it to do anything. So Wobbuffet's just sitting there waiting to get hit, not getting hit at all.
Oh, that's kind of a funny joke then, because it's like, it would be pointless
He's
in that
trying
scenario.
to use Bide.
Yes, exactly. But it's situationally inappropriate. And Meowth is like almost a bit of a Rain Man genius figuring this out.
He's trying to Bide. He doesn't learn that move, though, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But James is in full panic mode, and they're just like, James, just slip out of the straps on the on the basket. Fall down. You're good. He's like, oh, yeah, that'll work. So he falls down.
Seconds later, the Snorlax ferociously devours the backpack, wicker and all, like the fruit basket, the whole thing he devoured. He would have eaten James.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He would have spit out the bones.
He spits out the basket, though. I don't think Snorlax likes wicker.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
So,
I just saw him eat it.
He gets pissed off by that, I think. So he starts chasing Team Rocket. They go into the cave, and he just falls asleep in front of the cave, in front of the door, just like the boulder in front of Jesus' tomb.
Yes. Oh goodness. And Peter has come on this on the third day with a polka flute and played it. Okay, but Meowth, when they're trapped in, is like, ain't that illegal?
Yeah, that was good.
It's kind of like your whole thing last episode about mail fraud.
I maintain.
What are the laws in this place that we're talking about?
But Jessie's like, where there's an exit, there's an entrance. So let's go find the entrance. And it's like,
but
okay.
the entrance could have been what was just blocked off.
Yeah, caves are natural formations, Jesse. They're not necessarily having entrances and exits. They could just be one
True,
hole.
Mr. Cave expert. Tell us more.
I know all about caves. Caves are dark. Did you know that?
Yes, and that tail flashlight from our top
would be very helpful.
Tail items would be useful in a cave.
Aipom is continuing on the ball down a forked path. The starters kind of split up. Team Rocket splits up kind of by accident, though. And so Totodile and Meowth have hit a dead end. Uh-oh. They kind of have a stare down with each other. And then rumble, rumble, rumble. Snorlax is like waking up and hitting himself against the side of the cave or something, which is causing rock falls.
Causing some rocks to fall. Very mystic cave fight with Dr. Robotnik and Sonic the Hedgehog too.
There's some good music here too.
Very nice music. Also similar to Sonic the Hedgehog too.
Yeah.
So Snorlax is pounding on the wall, and we have just a bounty full of cuts here, just going back and forth between them like crazy. I couldn't even count them all. Totodile saves Meowth from one of these avalanches, though. This is huge. Wow. Toto's almost crushed also, but no, he's fine. He's happy. And Meowth is moved, Kellan. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Doesn't get why Totodile saved him. And Totodile is like...
That's the right thing to do. I imagine.
Yeah, I'm a fellow living creature. I'm touched.
He's never seen such compassion. I love when Meowth gets separated from Jessie and James. He is suddenly like, he's the best, right?
Yeah.
He's just like a good person who just wants to be loved. And then as soon as he gets back with them, he's just pure evil again.
Talk about self-sabotage.
Oh, truly.
He wants to be loved, and he could if he just stopped trying to kidnap people. Or Pokemon, rather.
That's Team Rocket's whole thing.
But also, he's like the most evil out of the three. Like, even when Jessie is being moral about something, Meowth's the one like, nah, fuck him up! Kill him!
Yeah, no, that's true. Get him, boys!
So, anyway, they're trapped behind these rocks. Totodile just starts spraying it. Meowth's like, that's not gonna do anything. Totodile's like, Totodile! And Meowth's like, okay, well, if it makes you feel better, go for it. So he's just like trying to erode the rocks away, I guess. But
yeah, pretty much.
Chikorita and Cyndaquil are also trapped.
They're concerned. Okay. We cut again. Snorlax is shifting around. More rocks fall. Cut again. And now this is where Cyndaquil and Chikorita, they've got a bit more mobility on their side. They actually find the caved-in wall that Totodile's on the other side. And there is some water trickling through. This is kind of a clue. So they tackle them rocks away, and boom, we get a happy reunion.
Yeah, there's Totodile and Meowth. Perfect. We're all together again. They haven't seen Meowth's friends, though. And Meowth's like, oh, they left me here to rot. Oh, no. Meowth also, like, catastrophizes. I don't think he's very secure in this relationship he has with
astraphizes, yes.
I'm so funny.
But Ash's Pokemon cheer him up, right? They're like, hang in there. I'm sure they're around.
He's like, oh, you're the best friends a guy could ask for. Oh, God. And they're just like, the starters are just like, okay.
They're like, well, we're not really your friends. We're just like, not being shitholes. So come along.
But Team Rocket has then, Jessie and James have busted through the other side. So, James made a hammer out of something. He's holding this big ass hammer.
Cool.
But they found the hot spring.
Oh, last one in is a rotten execute.
And then they get coconuts thrown at them by Aipom.
Yeah, so there's Aipoms guarding this hot spring. It is the hot spring of the Aipoms. They've taken over.
They've pissed everywhere to mark their territory.
They send Jessie and James up a tree.
And the starters, we go back in the cave. They're apologizing to each other. Cyndaquil doesn't even remember what they were fighting about. Classic Cyndaquil.
And that's a sweet sentence from Meowth. Don't remember what you was fighting about. Maybe when it comes to fighting, it's good to have a bad memory. I was like, that's a good point, Meowth.
That's a great point. Yeah.
That's a great point.
Yeah. But then there's wind. What's up, Chicky?
Wind's howling. Kellan, what am I referencing? Wind's howling.
Something about a castle.
No, the Witcher. The Witcher, Kellan, like a girl from The Witcher, he'll just randomly like say that all the time. Wind's howling. I think it's funny.
But Meowth calls Chikorita Chicky here, which I like that.
Chicky.
I don't think she's giving you permission to give her a nickname, Meowth. But okay, you do you. She feels the direction of the wind with her leaf. There's an exit that way. We can feel it, but it's blocked by a bunch of rocks. Totodile starts spraying it. Meowth's gonna use some Meowth muscle. And then we go to Ash, who's like, hey, where the hell are my Pokemon?
Yeah,
They're not back
he's a
yet.
little concerned. They've been pruning up now in the hot spring, and he's like, that's weird. So we cut back, and the three starters and Meowth have broken through where they were trapped, and they have found they found the exit. They found the Snorlax. That's the problem. So they still got to get through Snorlax.
So Chikorita tickles its ass, Totodile bites its ass, and then Cyndaquil burns its ass.
Yeah, true elevation, true escalation.
Yeah. And elevation, because it jumps in the air.
Oh, very good. Good jumping.
Causes a big, massive, this earthquake, and finally, we've got out of the cave. And Meowth's like, finally, I can get back to being evil and capture you guys. And he gets them all in a net.
Yeah, he switches heels so fast.
Yeah.
He's only good when he's in a crisis.
He's a Team Rocket member, first, last, and always, he says.
Mm.
And then Snorlax comes stomping in. Boom.
He's mad. He's pissed off. He's like, first I eat a basket, then I get my ass bit, then I got burnt right up the rectum. This is a bad day.
He's looking for the culprit here that did this to his butt, and all the starters just point at Meowth. Him! It was him! Get him!
For once in my life, I ain't lying, Meowth says.
So he chases Meowth into the cave, slams right into it, the Snorlax. It starts cracking. The springs start flooding. Picks up Team Rocket. Jessie says, I wasn't prepared for trouble.
That's a good one.
And the water flows through the cave. It picks up Meowth, flushes them all out of the cave. And Snorlax starts to float down this newly forming river. He's just falling asleep now again, I guess. And the starters are holding on tight to Snorlax, too.
Now, Ash is looking around. He's seen the river forming these strong currents, but he can't quite see what's going on. He hears something. What is this?
And they float right down next to the game. There's Snorlax. There's everybody.
Nice.
But the current's too strong. Ash can't just jump into the river. That's too dangerous. And so Chikorita vine whips herself and the others up onto Snorlax. There's a big waterfall coming up. Oh god, it's that trope again.
Ash yells, steer Snorlax to the shoreline. I was like, with what, his rudder?
Yeah, so Chikorita promptly ignores that and does something a little more logical, where she razor leaves two trees that fall on each other and form a perfect arch.
Yeah, there's some good on-the-fly engineering.
Yeah. Then Totodile jumps up and just chomps on it, and Chikorita vine whips him to pull her and Cyndaquil up. I feel like she could have just vine whipped the tree.
That would be kind of funny if she just ignored Totodile, then he's just hanging there.
Yeah, that's what they always kind of do with these grass Pokemon.
Ash climbs up the trees then and pulls them at the top, and they get a little happy dance. At
the last second, because Totodile's about to slip. Oh god.
Ooh.
It's tense. There's tension in the air. But reunited, Ash makes them promise to not go away on their own again. And thankfully, the beach ball comes floating down the river. We didn't lose the beach ball in all this. And it's time to play again.
Well, that's good. They didn't lose the beach ball.
And the narrator says something about blah, 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 road to Johto. And I'm like, God damn you. And then Team Rocket, back to them one last time. They're stuck against the Snorlax that's stuck in the river. And James is like, we should probably try to swim away. And Snorlax is like, wait, swim away? Oh, God. And then he starts to swim away and leaves Team Rocket drifting off again.
Yeah, very good.
That's the episode.
All right, so literary hour. The trope that I'm thinking of is called the feud episode. So this is when your heroes fight for some reason and often make up by the end. Very common trope to kind of bottle up an episode, right? To people who normally get along are suddenly bashing heads over it. The TV Tropes page has this picture of Mario and Luigi staring at each other from the Mario and Luigi Super Show. Actually, is that the Super Show? It's the animated one. I don't know. Anyways, old 90s one. And
the Super Show was live action and animated.
Oh, right. Yeah. Switch back and forth. You got Captain Lou, what's his name? Lou Albano? Eltano? Something like that.
Something like that.
As Mario, and then the animation part, which has the caption, Spaghetti Night did not go well. I like that. But
Lou Albano.
Yeah, Lou Albano. Right. Yeah, I was close. So for literature, though, common. This happened all the time in those Harry Potter books. Like, oh, Hermione and Harry are fighting. Oh, Hermione and Ron are fighting. Oh, Harry and Ron are fighting. Right? It was like, okay, which one are we dealing with now? So I had to go to the literary classic, the Berenstain Bears Get in a Fight where brother
Excellent.
and sister
Yes.
get into a bitter argument
Woo.
with each other. They wake up one day angry. Papa Bear tells them that fights happen all the time, and he uses storm clouds to illustrate how bad times can turn into good times. And then brother and sister don't even remember why they were fighting in the first place, which happened here.
Score another point for the Bernstein Bears, baby.
Also, this happens a lot. Kellan, I'll throw it to you. Show you like Full House. Many
Hell
feud
yeah.
episodes involving DJ and Kimmy. Such episodes as
classic.
Tanner versus Gibbler and Good News, Bad News.
Oh, great episodes. That's unnecessary to say. They're all great episodes. So.
Yes, of course. They're all
Banger
as good
television.
as John Stamos' hair.
Yes. Can't beat John Stamos' hair in Full House. It's just not possible.
No,
Anyway.
as a man who is currently going through balding, so jealous.
Just order a John Stamos wig. It'll look fine, I'm sure.
Okay, I'll fly to Turkey and get him to patch it right in there. That'll look organic.
I'm sure it will. All right, let's rate, shall we?
Yeah, let's get to the 4-pour. So what categories do we got, Kellan?
Today's first category will be not how the game works.
Oh, you had a few. Or was that in the last episode? It was in the last episode. Maybe you didn't have any this episode.
Well, wobbuffet doesn't learn bide. That's
Okay.
the big one,
Okay.
I think. There are no hot springs in Johto, I believe.
Oh,
so.
yes, the whole location is not how it works. Anything from the Aipom, like we figured it was using
Aipom.
sand attack or whatever, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Nothing really about the Aipom now. They don't even portray Aipom as like a really good Pokemon, so I can't even
No, he's just a
give it that. Yeah.
mischievous ne'er-do-well.
Little mischief maker. Snorlax, I don't think is as big as the Snorlax that we see here. This was a big fucking Snorlax.
Oh, it was huge. Yeah, I didn't
Massive.
know if we brought that up, but it was like the size of a building. Like it was an absolute unit.
But overall, really, aside from like Wobbuffet using Bide, which it can't learn, that's like really it for big ones. So it's not very good.
No.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Yeah, 2.5. Gotta go low.
So that's a 3 overall for not how the game works. Final category of the day.
We gotta have
will
one
be-
category that gets a decent score this time. Come on.
I think this one might be okay. It's the episode title.
Okay. Not bad. So we like to look at all the versions here.
A hot water battle.
A hot water battle. It's okay.
It's
Not my
okay.
favorite. It's
Punning
okay,
off
though.
hot water bottle.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
something.
Hot water
Let's,
battle, not bad.
Let's go through the other languages. Arabic is hot water battle.
Well, hold on. Say the Japanese one first. It's
yes.
three of the jungle, exclamation
Exclamation
mark,
mark.
battle in the hot springs, double exclamation mark.
It's pretty fun.
Also not bad. The three of the jungle is kind of cool,
Yeah.
actually. I like that.
Bulgarian is battle at the hot springs. Mandarin is the 3 of the jungle, battle at the hot springs. Czech is hot bath. That's it, hot bath.
Oh, yeah, you got Mandarin, the three of the jungle battle.
Dutch is a hot
bath.
water fight. Finnish is the water hot enough?
Oh, sick. Yeah.
European French, very, very philosophical. It's just called reconciliation.
Well, they got to get that Catholicism in
Yeah.
there.
German is just hot water battle. Hebrew is hot water, go deep.
Okay, not
Hindi is very hot competition!
bad.
Exclamation
Oh,
mark.
that's good.
Italian is a troubled source.
Eh.
Polish is an expedition to the hot springs. Brazilian Portuguese is by the tropical pathway. Ooh.
Okay.
Portuguese is a hot water battle. Latin American Spanish is a hot water battle! Exclamation mark. Spain Spanish is a combat in hot water. And Swedish is a day at the beach. So no real bangers aside from reconciliation.
They got worse as they went on.
Yeah.
I liked, is the water hot enough?
Is the hot... Oh, sorry. No, it's the hot water enough.
Okay, I would have liked, is the water hot enough better?
I do really love just reconciliation.
Reconciliation.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and the Japanese title, 3 of the Jungle's fun. Hot Water Battle's okay. This isn't a top title for me, but it's decent.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna go with a 6.
6. Yeah, I'm about that. I think it's slightly above average. I would say like 6.5.
Okay.
So it's a 6.25 for that. Overall, a hot water battle gets 4.625.
All right.
Rough week.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. And to be honest, these weren't my favorite episodes.
I like
they
this
were
last
okay.
one. It was fun.
This last one was fun, but I'm looking ahead, and we do have some great times coming up. So, what episodes will we be reviewing next week, Kellan?
It's time for another double, baby. We're gonna look at episode 170, Hook, Line, and Stinker, or in Japanese, Azumao! Exclamation mark, Fishing Battle! Double exclamation mark. Followed by episode 171, Beauty and the Breeder, or in Japanese, Goodbye, Roko! Exclamation mark, Pokemon Beauty Contest! Double exclamation mark.
Oh, say goodbye to a friend. I can guess who that is.
Oh, no. My heart can't take it.
It can't.
Well, that's next Monday, so...
Yeah, so catch us then. Thanks everyone for listening. This has been To Kill A Delibird. You can listen to us where you have always been listening to us, but that includes any audio platforms for the audio only. So that's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, that sort of thing. You should be able to find us wherever you can find podcasts. Our video versions are up on YouTube. YouTube.com/HydraLeech is the channel. You can leave comments and interact with us there. We usually get some fun comments from the episodes. You can send us questions, interact with us, however, on there, or you can email us at tokilladelibird@gmail.com. We also have a Twitter. The handle is tokilladelibird. Intro and outro music is 80 Synthwave by Alexi Action. And then Kellan runs a TikTok. It's the channel's called HydraLeeches, where he does anime error analysis, Pokemon green sprite comparisons, all sorts of fun stuff. Little fun things there. And then also has a Twitch, twitch.tv/HydraLeech. Anything else you'd like to shout out, Kellan?
No, that's pretty much it. You're
cool.
Yeah, yep.
Yepperinos.
Yep.
Well, it sure was a hot episode, and it's still hot for Kellan with that 24 degrees. Shout us out in the comments.
It's the humidity.
How we don't know anything about heat. Really shame us, because we'll do it to you when it's cold. That's called the circle of life. You make fun of Canadians when it's hot, and we make fun of you when it's cold.
Fucking Americans can't take negative 45-degree weather. Come on.
Neither can
that's
we.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, that's pretty, sucks ass.
That's pretty fucking cold,
it's like the worst ever. But like -20, you're like, okay.
It's fine, yeah. It's light jacket weather. All right, bye.
Light jacket these nuts.
Oh my god, I'm cutting it off before that.